Eagles fans, buckle up. We're telling two stories that frame who Philadelphia is right now and who it intends to be. One story is quiet, a late-round defender fighting through camp to earn trust on special teams and a handful of pass-rush snaps. The other is loud, a superstar running back declaring that his prime is not behind him, warning the rest of the NFL that his best work is coming. Together, those threads explain why the 2025 Eagles can be explosive on Sunday and durable across the long, uneven road to January. Antoine Powell Ryland arrived without fanfare. Sixth-rounders rarely own headlines in August. He brought traits, not hype. Long arm, first-step quickness, and the balance to convert speed to power. In college, he learned to string moves. Jab, long arm, rip, counter, so that one beat led naturally to the next. That's why evaluators tag him as under the radar rather than long shot. Under the radar means the tools are there. The job is to translate them. What does translation look like in this defense? It's not about jumping a veteran on the depth chart overnight. It's about playing honest on the edge, setting firm, contain when the call demands it, crossing the face on zone runs, and finishing without drawing flags. It's about winning third and long with effort and plan, not freelancing. It's also about special team. If you're the fifth edge on game day, you cover kicks, you hold up on punt return, and you tackle in space. Nick Sirianni and his staff value that profile because it stabilizes the middle of the roster. By Thanksgiving, every roster in this league is taped together. The teams that survive are the ones whose role players actually win roles. Give a coordinator 15 clean snaps from a rookie edge and he can steal a drive. Give him a gunner who defeats a double team and you flip 40 yards of field position. That is how quiet careers make loud Januaries. Now, change the channel. Saquon Barkley did not murmur. He broadcast. He said he's entering his prime, not exiting. He waved off the idea that running backs are on a clock that starts ticking the moment they shake the commissioner's hand. He pointed at history, at preparation, at the value of routine and recovery. Then he dared the league. Measure me by what's next. That message matters because belief is the hidden fuel of just great offenses. It shows up in 2nd and 8 when a tackle digs a 3 technique out because he trusts the back will press the lane and cut with purpose. It shows up in blitz pickup where a runner squares a linebacker and buys the quarterback one more hitch. It shows up in the 4th quarter when a defense that has been leaning on Barkley's power is a step later to rally to A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith. Tactically, Barkley's presence lets the Eagles live in multiple worlds. In 11 personnel, he's a 3-down anchor who keeps the full playbook open. In 12 personnel, he forces base defense and expands the play-action window. In tempo, he bends box counts simply by standing next to the quarterback. A great back changes how safeties read and how linebackers creep. That gravity buys oxygen for everyone else. So where do these arcs meet? They meet in the hidden minutes. 2nd quarters after a turnover, 3rd quarters after a long return, the last 5 minutes when legs feel heavy. That's when Powell Ryland's rotation snap, or Barkley's 5-yard run on 2nd and 5 changes the math. That's when one roster seam either holds or splits. The goal is simple: build a team that can win the inconvenient plays. What must Powell Ryland show, specifically, to make this roster and matter on Sunday? Assignment honesty. First, coaches forgive a late get-off. They do not forgive a blown edge that gifts a quarterback the corner. Finish 2nd, run through contact, rake at the ball, end the down facing the right sideline. 3rd phase value. 3rd, be a dependable lane runner on kickoff, a willing vice on punt return, and a clean, penalty-free tackler. What must Barkley show for his promise to carry weight beyond a headline? Availability across weeks, efficiency on early down, and the steady drip of explosives that force a safety into the box. He doesn't need a 70-yarder every Sunday. He needs the threat of one. That threat tricks corners into peeking and opens double moves outside. It manipulates hook defenders and creates windows for Dallas Goedert and the slot. Step back and you see Howie Roseman's blueprint again. Known quantity plus smart bets. The stars at the top carry the banner. The low-cost swings fill the cracks that appear in December. If Powell Ryland turns into 15 honest snaps a week by mid-season, that is a hit. If he blocks a punt in October, that is a game. If Barkley strings months together and turns 2nd and 9 into 3rd and 3, that is a season's tone. There is history behind this optimism. Philadelphia has weathered receiver injury, line shuffles, and defensive resets by finding contributors in unlikely places. Special teamers have become rotation players. Practice squatted call-ups have given the offense a spark in December. The lesson repeats. Development is not a slogan in this building. It is a schedule. It is a standard. The schedule ahead will test both theses at once. Short weeks squeeze depth. Road games in cold weather demand patience and balance. Opponents who run the ball 35 times dare you to stay disciplined for 60 minutes. In those spots, rotations save legs and stars save drives. A defense that can roll 4 edges keeps its rush alive. An offense with a true bell cow keeps its call sheet simple when the clock becomes the opponent. For coaches, the next month is about sharpening roll until they are unmistakable. Tell Powell Ryland exactly how to defeat a chip from the back, how to close the pocket at 8 yards, and how to finish without roughing. Grade every step, every hand placement, every landmark against the standard. With Barkley, script touches that attack every blade of grass. Frontside zone, backside cut, angle route against man, check release when the hook defender vacates. Make the defense declare, then punish the declaration. For players, it's about alignment. Veterans feel the rookies' urgency. Rookies absorb the veterans' calm. That exchange shows up in the last 8 minutes of a 1-score game. Does everyone know the call hand signals when the stadium gets loud? Does the rookie set the edge like it's the first rep of April? Does the star pick up the nickel blitz on a snap where he wanted the ball, but the concept demanded protection? Those are the hidden answers that separate 11 wins from 9. For fans, it's about framing expectation the right way. Don't ask a 6th-round pick to become a headliner by week 1. Ask him to become necessary by Thanksgiving. Don't demand 25 carries every Sunday. Demand downs where the presence of the back tilts the field, even when he doesn't touch the ball. Watch safeties cheat a step. Watch linebackers sit in no man's land. Watch corners talk with their safeties after a play because the picture moved on them at the snap. In the end, this is a story about sustainability. It is easy to be flashy in September. It is hard to be functional in December. Under-the-radar picks like Powell Ryland give you the glue, the special teams tackles, the 3rd and 7 hits that stall drives. Stars like Barkley give you the gravity, the body blow, the 4th quarter carries that wear out a will. Put glue and gravity together, and you get a team that can win ugly when pretty disappears. Let's drill down one layer deeper on Powell Ryland's craft. Rookie edges often win with a single favorite move until tackles scout it out. The next step is sequencing, setting up a cross chop with 2 speed rushes, showing inside spin only after you've forced the set wide, converting long arm into rip when the tackle's outside hand hangs. Coaches love rookies who treat pass rush like route running. Every stem has a purpose. Every tempo change sells a story. That's how a young defender manufactures pressure without elite snap count. There's also the run game. Edges get paid on sacks, but they keep jobs by playing the B gap with discipline. On split zone, the tight end will try to slice you, wrong arm it with violence, and spill the ball to help. On wide zone, stay square. Keep your inside foot strong and never give the ball carrier your chest. Good run defense is boring on film and beautiful on the sideline chart because it turns 2nd and 4 into 3rd and 6. Special teams is the accelerator. It's the place where a rookie can make a roster before he makes a box score. Win your kickoff lane with speed under control. Arrive balanced, wrap and roll. On punt, defeat hands with the same pass rush plan you use on defense. Flip a field once in September, and the coordinator will remember your name in December. Now, one more layer on Barkley's impact beyond the obvious. Efficiency is not just yards per carry, it's avoiding the dead plays. A 2-yard run that prevents a 4-yard loss keeps the playbook alive. When a back turns a blown block into 3rd and manageable, the entire sideline exhale. And then there's the receiving game. Angle routes versus man, option routes versus zone. the occasional wheel to punish a sleepy linebacker. Those touches are first downs without the stress of a low-percentage shot. Workload management will be the art form. You don't chase volume for its own sake. You chase leverage. Give Barkley touches that carry meaning. Red zone carries where safeties are flat-footed. 4-minute runs that eat clock and morale. Draw plays in 2-minute that pop because the rush forgot about the run. Pair him with change-of-pace snaps to keep explosion in the tank. Then unleash him when the game script turns heavy. All of this comes back to identity. The Eagles want to be a team that travel, defense, run game, and situational mastery. Powell Ryland fits the travel kit as a fresh rusher who can tilt a third down. Barkley fits as the hammer that makes a lead feel bigger than the scoreboard said. Identity is not a slogan on a wall. It's a series of choices that hold under pressure. So who moves the needle more in 2025 for Philadelphia? The rookie no one circled in May, or the running back who just told the league to brace for impact? Maybe the real answer is that both will, in different ways and on different Sundays. One will win a rep the cameras barely notice. The other will own a moment the whole league sees. That is how you build a season that lasts. And that is why this team's ceiling is still rising.